Alright. That was weird. I think we're okay now. Imagine it'll take a minute for people to find... I had to completely reboot the stream. So unfortunately, it didn't come up as a continuation of the previous stream. So that was very peculiar. I don't really know what happened there. Bless you, kitty. Thank you for your input. So yeah, I don't even remember what I was saying at the time, and I looked up at the YouTube dashboard, and I'm gonna have to restart chatbot too. I looked up at the dashboard, and it said stream successfully finished, or whatever it usually says whenever I hit end stream. It was like YouTube decided to end the stream for me. And then when I tried to reconnect, it just told me that I failed to connect the server. So I think the YouTube server went down or something. It was really strange. I've never seen it happen quite like that before. But once I like reset everything up, it seems to be fine now. That was very, very, very strange. It was very, very, very strange. That's about all I have to say of the matter. What happened to episode 1? Episode 1 was Zero Mission. Alright, let me put the link back up on Discord just in case anybody needs that. Alright, unfortunately this is gonna split the streams up uncomfortably, and it's gonna make, like, viewership look even more crippled than usual, which is gonna be really strange, but, I don't think we have enough left in this game for me to say, let's just stop and we'll do another stream tomorrow. I think I was only streaming for like 3.5 hours, too, so that was like a very short stream on top of that. So I do want to keep going. It's unfortunate that that's the card YouTube played me, I guess, but I just keep wondering how the hell that happened. Like, that was so weird. I've never seen that happen. It was like, I think what happened was YouTube's server completely, like, dropped for like a second. Just enough for everything to completely drop, just stop in its tracks. Okay, anyway, so we're back down here to fight these punks. So the funny thing is, Scarlet, because you said the X-ray, because of the TVs, I thought that you might have actually been onto something there. I was like, oh, well, maybe that's supposed to be the hint, but that doesn't seem to do anything. Yeah, that doesn't do anything. I think what you have to do is you have to wait for the stupid kick, and then that's when you hit him, which is really stupid, because that seems to be like RNG. You jump over them, and they tend to... Oh my god, it's so annoying. Does it always happen after they jump? It does. Okay. At least we've figured out some sort of pattern, then. What? How did that still bounce off? Shit. It's just slow on that one. Now they're actually, like, playing nice. Trying to look for something non-holiday related. Well, we still have the, like, November layout, I guess, but at least it's not December, I guess is what you're getting at. I probably won't switch to the December layout until, like... I don't know, maybe halfway through December? I guess it depends on when it starts to, like, snow for everybody. I don't even know if I'm gonna put a Christmas tree up this year, to be honest. Alright, so now we have one of these to farm items from. Maybe it would be a good idea to do that. Oh, that's useful. Hey, Alexander. Welcome back. Yeah, I don't know what happened. It wasn't my end. My internet was totally fine. It was like OBS just completely lost connection to YouTube, and the first time I tried to reconnect, nothing happened. It was just like, can't connect to server. So I think YouTube, like, the particular server I was on crashed for a moment. Sweet health, baby. And unfortunately, it was just long enough that it, like, split the stream, which is kind of unfortunate. Which is strange. Hold on, let me check something on that. I don't think I even have it set to auto end. I don't know. I don't know. As I said, it was weird. I've never seen it happen quite like that. That was a new one. I appreciate it that you guys managed to find your way back here, though, for sure. That's always a concern, especially when it decides to create a new stream. Is that like, oh great, I more or less just lost the viewers I just had. Unless they were interested enough that they're willing to notice that there's a new stream and come back. I kind of want to head back up to the save point. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, I kind of want to get full health and then go back up to the save point. But yeah, with the new, like, with the curtain and everything, I don't know if I want to put a Christmas tree up this year. Everything back there with the shelving and everything is still a fucking mess, and I haven't done anything with it either, so I'd have to probably finish that first. So I don't know if I'm going to this year. I should probably figure that out, because if I'm gonna put it up, I'd probably put it up, like, the weekend after Thanksgiving. Which is in, like, 2 weeks. God, I really kind of want to go back to the save point. But it's, like, kind of a long walk. I could hope that there's another one right before the boss, I guess. Oh my god, come on, work with me here. I'll at least have, like, the blue, like, winter layout again. But again, I probably won't do that until, like, halfway through December-ish. Yeah, this is just the boss, isn't it? Shit. Well, I hope it goes well, because, I have to remember that I have those reserve tanks, is what I need to do. Wow, I'm out of missiles already? Jesus. Does he know I don't take fall damage? Because he's really going in on the just take her up far and drop her. Jerk. Alright, let's go ahead and use one of these tanks. Oh, you have to use all of them. That is kind of unfortunate. But I guess that's fine. God, doing it with the charge beam sucks. I hate when disconnects like that happen too, because it makes me feel like I need to like constantly keep an eye on things to make sure it's still working, and hasn't dropped out again while I'm in the middle of a boss fight. I'm probably gonna lose and have to do all that shit again. I'm not feeling good about this. Oh, never mind. He's dead. Whatever. Easy. Easy every time. Well, it's too early for Christmas Spirit 2 to be real. What is it? Oh, there's an energy tank there. I almost didn't see that at first. Is that the thing that the baby Metroid was in? I guess? Well, that was anticlimactic. But I guess the statue is done now, right? That's our next step. Yeah, it's especially with the fact that I was like just sick. I don't have a Christmas spirit yet either. But then I also like Thanksgiving a lot, so I mean, this is definitely my favorite time of the year, which is makes it even worse that I was just super sick for a while. Yeah, I'm not about fighting you guys again. Really? You're gonna make me blow that up again? Who's going around putting the statues back in place? Like, really? Oops. What were you saying that the freezing sound effect sounded like, Scarlet, yesterday? This definitely sounds very cartoony. We were kind of talking earlier about how some of the sound effects in this game sound very cartoony at times. And I think that's another one that sounds very kooky. Like a cartoon apple bite, that's right. Which I guess it's worth pointing out, I say this every year, what my holiday plans usually amount to. I mean, you guys all know, my mom works at a hotel, so when you work at a hotel, your holidays aren't necessarily normal, because somebody still has to work on those holidays, right? And she's usually one to offer to work, because the way she sees it is she works with people who still have young children, and that they should be the ones that are home for the holidays, right? And she knows I won't be heartbroken if she can't be home for a certain holiday. So I might have Thanksgiving the week of, I might have it earlier that week, I might have it the week before that, I might have it the week after that, I don't know. So there's a good chance that I might be streaming on Thanksgiving, is basically what it comes down to. What was up that way? That I, like, couldn't do? I'm trying to decide if I want to go back up that way or not. But yeah, anyway, I'm still trying to figure out, like, especially with my new schedule of, like, not having a schedule. It's kind of nice, because it means that, like, last minute I could just change it if need be. Oh, right, this. We have to come around from the other side. Okay. Yeah, it's, I know it's, like, I don't know if it's a meme, but it's basically quoting a Charlie Brown special when I say Christmas is, like, it's all about the commercialism, right? Where the fuck am I supposed to go now that this was all done? Because, oh god. I did press the jump button, but the game was just like, no, you did not. You're gonna take an acid bath and you're gonna like it. Where the hell am I going now? Was I not done down there? Because the only way I could get back out of here is to swim through the acid, which seems like a terrible idea. We can't do the thing up there. This is maybe my issue with this game sometimes, is that every now and then there will be a moment like this where it's like, wait, but what am I supposed to do? Like, I know where to go, but, like, paths are, like, blocked off, so it's kind of unclear of where I'm supposed to go to actually be able to progress forward. I figured killing the boss would drain all the acid. That's not at all been the case. And it's usually overlooking something very small. Which is maybe the issue. Just make it a little bit more... add a little bit more of a hint somewhere. I'm gonna assume that I missed something down here, I guess. So I don't know what the hell else it would be. Shot. Wasn't like anything over here, was there? No. Yeah, I think that's why various companies will... They just inch the Christmas stuff up, like, by a couple days every year. Because they want to get as much money making as they can out of all that. Yeah, there's nothing here. There's nothing here. And I did just kind of like sit in this room for a minute, so I want to think it's not a case of like, oh, I have to wait for something to happen here. Double jump, please? Oh my god. God, I hate it. Yeah, I'd say my, like, perhaps leading issue with this game is there are moments like these where it's like, it's just not terribly clear what, like you know where to go, but you just don't know how to get there, because there's some weird, like, block somewhere, and you're like, well, I can't go further. Oh yeah, I think I remember you mentioning that in previous years, Guy. And this is definitely when I start getting antsy from the, like, stream perspective of, like, I can't just run back and forth between these 2 points for the next 2 hours, right? What's there? Oh great, the guide I was using just like won't fucking load now. Great timing. Yeah, I've already traced all the way back this way. And great, yeah, the guide I was using, which was a nice guide because of the way it's written, I can kind of like... I can kind of get vague information. Instead of just... Because I don't want to know too much, right? I just want to know, like... hot and cold, I guess. And yeah, that's just like non-responsive now, so that's useful. Oh, this is a... Didn't I scan this? Oh my god, that's kind of cheesy. Because you'd think that using the X-ray scanner would reveal that. But for whatever reason, it doesn't. Now, there is that weird... like, the way things are lit. And maybe I should have kind of taken that as a hint. But... since the X-ray scanner didn't show me anything, I assumed that there was nothing there. That's one of those instances where the gameplay mechanics kind of, like, trap you. I didn't come out this way, though. I went over to the right and found that item I couldn't do anything with, and then I went back down. I never came over this way. No, I did not come over here. Because I didn't think there was anything here. When the X-ray scanner didn't show me anything, I was like, oh, well, I guess there's nothing here. I did notice that the lighting looked weird. At least. But I didn't, like, pursue it. I probably should have, but... What the fuck is going on here? Oh, I hate it. Where's this even taking me? Aside from way the fuck out. Oh, good man. Oh, we're back in Gemini Man stage. Okay. Alright, I guess we just want to head straight over that way and back up to Brinstar. Hi, baby. Did you decide it's break time? Meow. Did you decide it's break time? Do you want out? I don't really want to take a full break since YouTube just kind of forced me to, but that and I'm like just kind of having fun and on a roll. But I can at least open the door for you if needed. Where'd you go? Is that a thing you need? Meow. Get over here. You're bratty. There you go. You may come and go as you please. You're a good girl. Listen to you purring. Listen to you purring. You gonna get something to eat? Come on. How much do I have left, Scarlet, if you recall? Is there like a whole area before like the end of the game, or is it kind of like Metroid 1 where it's just kind of a straight shot? I think if there's gonna be a whole area ahead of this, then I might take a quick break before we do it. Just to go pee really quick. But if it's a straight shot, I think we'll just go. Maybe take a break. Is there a fair deal left? Like, we're in the final stretch, but it's not like it's a straight line. I think maybe we'll get over to the statues first, and then stop. It's not like the original where it's just a short walk. Yeah, I think we'll get over to the statues, and then before we continue on, I'll take a short break. Which, again, I hate to do because YouTube just kind of gave us a pretty severe hiccup. But might as well do it while I have it's a convenient point to do it with, is kind of the way I'm looking at it. Man, know what's crazy is, like, I can't remember the last time I've had a stream that was, like, a part 1 and a part 2 because of a severe internet disconnect happening. And this wasn't even, like, my internet cutting out. It was YouTube. We do have to go back up to criteria, right? I think. Yeah, this will be the first one in a while where I'm gonna have to label a part 1, part 2. I kind of wish YouTube had a feature that would allow you to kind of, like, merge streams together. Just say, play these two, like, back to back. I went the wrong way. What, are you getting some buffering or something? I'm not seeing any issues this time. But then I didn't see any issues last time either. It was just all of a sudden it dropped. Very satisfying about just sonicking through everything like that. Up, 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 up. Okay, don't double jump. Man, I hate What the fuck, dude? It's so finicky! What is going on? It's just as finicky as Metroid 2 was, to be honest. Perhaps... I don't want to say more so, but it's still pretty goddamn finicky. What the fuck? Go! What are you doing? It's almost if you turn around, that it gets, like, really... It doesn't like turning around, like, at all. If you turn around, it gets mad. Thankfully in Zero Mission, I think Zero Mission was made after Fusion, right? So Fusion might still have... It might still be a little janky, but, in Zero Mission, at least, it was pretty smooth. And there's when that happens. Hello? Oh my god. The SNES D-pad kind of fucking sucks. Or at least the Switch version of it sucks. You just, like, you can't turn around. Or it's just kind of like, nah. I don't even know how I'm supposed to get back up there. I kind of forget. God, just jump. I swear, I think it's if you turn around, it completely botches the timing, and the timing just doesn't work anymore. God, it is so finicky. And I'm not even gonna go this way, fuck it. I don't want to. Or at least I'm gonna respawn everything so I can just ice beam up as normal. The problem with that being that, like, I have to be sure not to screw attack so that I don't destroy any of these platforms. Why is that destroyed now all of a sudden? Whatever. It's off by just a little. Yeah, it's... The problem here is when you're, like, going left and right with the screw attack is, like, if you accidentally press up or down, she unfurls from the spin to, like, aim in those directions. Which can be a major problem, and that seems to happen accidentally a lot. When you're, like, rolling from one side to the other. I should probably save while we're... Well, there's one right here. I'm just looking forward to the game where they make the timing on the screw attack, like, way more forgiving. Because I know they do eventually, because it's nowhere near this bad in Dread. And it wasn't this bad in Zero Mission either. So I don't know if Fusion's gonna be better or still really bad. Alright, where are we? Yeah, so we gotta make it over there. Man, those statues were, like, right at the beginning of the game, too. They wanted to torture you with those things. Look, it's a thing you can't do. Oops. Forgot I had that active. Oops. Okay, I guess we'll go ahead and save here. I'm sure once we go, like, down past the statues that there's probably gonna be a save point, like, right there. But this also gives us a full refill, which is really nice. I think it's enough that, like... After playing Zero Mission, I was like, I could see myself speedrunning this game. Because it's smooth and just simple enough. I don't think I could see myself speedrunning this one, just because of, like, the screw attack tech and shit, it would probably, like, infuriate me, and I'd probably hate it. not this way. I'm gonna take the next one down. No, I'm gonna go straight, actually. But I could see the speedrun of this just pissing me off. Same reason like Mega Man 6 pisses me off, because like it's just kind of janky. See, there I was pressing left, and for some reason she decided to stop everything and crouch. Like, it's not perfect. Kitty's back. Looks like she's eyeing up the bed, getting ready to go back to sleep. Oh, okay. I was just holding forward there, and she's decided to start trying to crouch. I kinda doubt it, though. What are those things that are, like, popping out of them? Because there's, like, the lights, but then something else is shooting out of them. Oh. Sounds very bubbly. Oh, they just gave us a map here. Oh god. What a way to start. Puts me in an interesting situation though, because I can't recall the last controller that I think had a perfect D-pad, to be honest. I think there's a reason why I play 2D Sonic games and Mega Man games on the analog stick. I think it's because I got fed up with the D-pads. And I've been doing that for a long time, so I question, like, when was it that I was like... Did I ever think D-pads were good? Maybe I didn't. Maybe I just always thought they were bad. Okay. Short break, I think, before we really sink our teeth in here. Hate to do that because YouTube kind of forced a break a couple minutes ago, but I still think it's probably better to get one in now, as opposed to potentially later. So, stay tuned. I'll be back as quickly as I can be, and then we'll continue. We'll get this finished up. bathroom to be available, because I hadn't considered that variable. Was it a tiny lost soul? Is that what it was supposed to be? Weird. Also, Heartboy, how's it going? Don't tell me too much about the game. This is practically blind at this point. I've never seen any of this before. Although that logic doesn't necessarily work, because we've been to a lot of these areas already, and they didn't just give us the maps. Bubbly. At least they don't pull that shit that Metroid 1 and 2 pulls, where you actually upgrade away from the ice beam, and then you have to, like, know to go get it again. It was some really questionable design, that. Oops, that's not what I meant to press. What are these things called? The ring boomerangs? Pause the stream to catch a look at the thing flying out, and that's what it looked like. Like a little wailing ghost or something. Huh. Huh. Man, they drop a fuckload of missiles. I think because they realized from the past 2 games that if they don't give you enough missiles, it kind of becomes a problem. Yeah, in Metroid 2 they did, like, give you an extra ice beam. But in the first one, you had to, like, just know to go get it. Now, there was a second ice beam at one point, but you still kind of had to, like... I think I accidentally picked it up earlier when I played it recently, and that caused problems. Get the fuck off of me. It is not getting the fuck off of me. This is a bit of a problem. Are you kidding me? Well, I didn't do it either. Do I have no choice but to, like, leave the room? I guess it's better than in Metroid 1 and 2 where you can kind of bomb them off of you, except it barely works. I guess I would rather it, like, just not work at all, all things considered. Dude, you need to stop. Well, this is a place. Am I not dealing damage to him? Are these things, like, just immune? Is this a thing? Yeah, they don't seem to be taking any there we go. Super missiles do it. Yikes. Okay. Whoa. That was a neat effect. I like it. I respect the, everything's fading to dust. It's a bunch of stuff that the Metroid's already, like, sucked dry, I'm guessing. Jerk. Oh. That one's very big. And... Oh god. Oh god, get it off. I'm just dead. I'm not just dead. Is this the baby? You could have given me that health back. That would have been nice. What was in this last... No, that was the... it won't let me go backwards anyway. Yeah, thanks for leaving me at, 1 HP, baby. Yeah, it got really big. It got very big. If it is supposed to be the baby, which I suspect it is. Why would it have left us alive otherwise? This better be a full health station, is all I'm saying. Thank you. Hey Brian, welcome back. Yeah, YouTube, like, crashed, like, an hour ago. It was really weird. The stream just, like, ended itself. And then I couldn't reconnect, and then... I don't know, it was strange. I've never seen it happen quite like that before. Oh, what, you need supers now? Okay, another save point. Thank you, don't mind if I will. Don't mind if I do. On one hand, there was part of me that was like, hey, if the stream completely dies and I have to do a third stream for Super Metroid, we can just do a Metroid Dread run at the end, which will be cool. But... oh, I don't like this. I already need more missiles. And they're not giving me any. They're just being like, eh, you'll figure it out. This bitch is still alive? Okay, that's fair. She's not putting up much of a fight this time, though. Was she maybe, like, being revived? Yeah, she just kind of sat there and took it that time, so that was interesting. I have a bad feeling about this. Well, so I've seen this thing before. I didn't realize it was from this game, though. What's that? thought of it that way. Oh god. That's all the missiles I got. Oh god. I don't like that. Oh my god. I think I'm dead. Holy hell. Oh, that was scripted, wasn't it? Yeah, this is all scripted. I'm trying to get up. I can't get up. Yo, get fucked. What happens to this poor baby Metroid? I mean, maybe we're gonna find out here. I don't know what, like, the fate of this thing is. Oh, now you're gonna give me... give me the health back. It's still alive. You might wanna... Oh god. Well, I guess I guess that's the answer to that question. That's a shame. That's extra a shame. My child. Except now I'm glowing, so... I played Fusion, but oh god. We got a fucking super beam. What is this? It was a long time ago. I vaguely remembered that they used that Metroid's DNA to, like, save her, right? But I didn't know, like, did they kill the Metroid in that procedure to save her, or what? I'm guessing it was DNA that they took before Ridley took it. Hey, you don't like that much, do you? Yeah. Hey, you should have thought about that before you killed my child, bitch. Ew. Is Mother Brain actually dead now? Of course the time bomb was set. Always with the time bombs. Oh god. We don't have a map here either, so we're just going. All right, are we saving the frames or are we saving the animals? This is important. Not that I know where to go to save the animals, so that could be a bit of a problem. But feel free to weigh in on that. For those that don't know, whenever they do a race of this game at GDQ, there's always a donation war. Where you can put your donations towards deciding should they save the animals before they escape the planet or not. Should they save them or should they not take the time and therefore have a faster run? I don't know how much time it, like... I'm still uncovering the whole map, I don't even fucking care. I don't know how much time it actually, like, takes off of the run, to be fair. But it was just like a... It's just a thing they do. Do I have to fucking speed boost that? Sure do. Fuck you. Was that who knows in regards to is that bitch actually dead now? Yeah, they could probably just always be like... I mean, Ridley never fucking dies either, right? So... Okay, clown. Hey, I can kill these guys, like, super easy now. Now it's a who cares. Oh god. You've gotta be kidding me. I think my obsession with uncovering the map may have screwed me here. I'll admit it. Oh, this is actually the way we escaped back in Metroid 1, right? I think. Did this, like, all loop around? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, this was the original escape area. Did I just miss saving the animals, by the way? Was it back there? I have no idea. I don't think I'm gonna make it anyway. I have 10 seconds. I wasted way too much time in that one room. Yep. That was very sudden. That's okay. Wasn't too much of a... too trying of a boss, so I'm okay with that. Less screwing around in that one room now, I think. You meant to say criteria, not Brinstar. I don't know where the hell they are anyway, so... I don't remember ever seeing, like, the room. I probably did and just didn't acknowledge it, like, didn't register, but... God, I always hated this part. Well, that was interesting. Yeah, we'll just beat it again, it's fine. This was a neat sequence, so it's fine. God, she nasty, though. Not afraid to say it. Can't destroy those, huh? I was hoping you could destroy those and maybe get some missiles. But that's a no. Yeah, you can't have to hit it with charges. See, why does it have to be humanoid? Right? Just a weird, disgusting growth with, like, cyborg limbs pasted on it. Okay, that's fair. If anything, this whole sequence does take a while. So, speed tech, realistically, you would want to get less energy tanks in the run, right? Because then your health takes longer to fill up? Or less long to fill up? In theory. Unless it's completely scripted and it just always takes the same amount of time. It seems like it's probably scripted and always takes the amount of time it would need to completely fill your tanks. So this music was supposed to sound all, like, triumphant anyway, right? The Sky Chase music. Sky Chase / Wing Fortress, whichever you'd prefer. Yo, Stay Free? She just, like, fucking took it that time. Power Surge Blackout season's almost... Is that a thing, like, every year? That sucks. That sounds awful. One of the places I lived in Virginia had power surges in the fucking middle of summer. It was really weird. I didn't really understand it. Even though it probably isn't the most nonsensical thing I've ever heard in my life, but it sucked. Cool. I wonder if that's an intentional design choice. I feel like, I mentioned this earlier, I feel like it's really easy to, like, thread the needle in Metroid games when you're falling, and you just happen to fall between every platform, like, just fucking perfectly. It's very, like... Did they deliberately design the platforms like that? Not design the platforms, but place the platforms might be a better way of saying it. Well, but I want to save. Why is the save room locked? This game has 2 fucking escape sequences. Wait, where do you save the animals? I don't know if we have time because I just don't know where they are. Are they in that, like, first little divot above the map room? Do I have time? I have a minute. We might be fine. We gotta save the animals, dude. We gotta. There they are. Are they saved? Did I save them? I don't think I saved them. I think we're all gonna die now. Oh. I should have thought of that. Go, little creature. Leave. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it back to the ship now. You know what? That's why it's a fun first time experience, because you fucking never know what's gonna happen. Don't run too fast. No, hit the ship. There you go. Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, see, I knew that if we didn't save the animals that Volpe would not be happy. So, even though I wasn't totally sure that you were here, I was still looking out for you. Okay, fuck that planet. Can we just blow it up so that this never happens again? Yeah, that's what I'd like to see. Whee! I don't know if 608 is good. I'm happy with it, though. That was fun. I think this game aged pretty well. There were, like, 2 or 3 moments where it's very, like, wait, where the fuck am I supposed to go? That I think they could have, like, breadcrumbed a little bit better. But I think it still holds up. It's still, like, a playable game. Certainly better than Metroid 1, by a long shot. But then I just kind of firmly believe that Metroid 1 is just bad, so... I don't know how I feel about it in comparison to, like, Metroid 2, or even in comparison to Zero Mission. Metroid 2 in particular. Metroid 2 was a lot of fun, too. Well, I mean, I don't know if 6 hours is good for a first-time playthrough. I think that goes without saying. Yeah, Metroid 1 is not good. And I do think Zero Mission has that downside of being very linear. They very much, like, railroad you and say, like, just go this way. So I think this game is better in that regard for sure, where it's a little bit more open. And they just kind of leave you to your own machinations. But sometimes that can be for better or worse. Because, yeah, there was, like, that one time in particular where I was just like, where the fuck am I supposed to go right now? But overall, I was concerned that... What the fuck is Deer Force? Overall, this is the one I was concerned about. I didn't think I was going to enjoy this one. She still, like, has a helmet on. That seems like a bad ending. Three hours is pretty tight. I don't know if I could do that, even now knowing where I'm going. I think I'd need a little bit more practice and knowledge to pull that off. Compared to Zero Mission, where I was able to be like, oh yeah, I'll beat it in under 2 hours now, no problem. But then that game was very much more linear in that regard. We're just here now. I don't know if 65% is good either. There was a lot of stuff I was definitely, like, not deliberately avoiding, but, like, I wasn't willing to spend, like, an hour trying to figure out how to get one missile upgrade. Sort of stuff. Where I was just kind of like, nah, not worth it. Moving on. I like how, like, old games kind of hold you hostage on their on their final screens. They're just like, "Yep, this is your life now. Reset it, I dare you." Which I'm gonna have to do because sitting here in silence for the end of the stream is not the way I like to run my life. We'll let the attract mode play. Yeah, overall, so I guess, like, the big thing is... Also, how's it going, Baja? I don't think I actually said anything, because I think you came in, like, while I was mid-escape sequence. I tend to think that a lot of, like, the iconic and great Super Nintendo games actually aren't that good. I think this is good, though. I think this aged well. I think there's a reason people love this game so much, for sure. Like, I had a good time with it. Compared to Mario World, which I tend to think is just not good, and Link to the Past, which I think is kind of boring. I think this was actually, like, pretty solid. Now, maybe part of that is due to the fact that there's not that many Metroid games, so, like, there's less to compare to. Whereas in the case of both Mario and Zelda, I look at those and I'm just like, there are just better games in those franchises. Look at this fucking tryhard. With the fucking grapple beam strats. What the fuck? Are these different now that I beat the game? I don't remember seeing that one before. They are like... What the fuck was that? No, really, what was that? What is happening? What is all this shit it's showing me? Oh, man. What on earth was any of that stuff? I like how the attract mode in this game is, like, a tutorial. You just watch it and you're like, oh, you can do that? It's really neat. It's an interesting way of doing things. It's like they didn't want to outright have the game tell you how to do it, so they were like, well, let's just sneak it in here, where a small percentage of people are going to actually see this. That's wild. Which, to be fair, Dread did that too. Where they had, like, the Shine Spark puzzles in particular are very set up in a way to kind of teach you these weird, finicky things that the Shine Spark can do that the game doesn't outright tell you, which is really interesting. What was I saying? Different beam depending on which beams you have turned on and off. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, Dread is super good. I have 2 complaints about Dread. One is I think the Emmys are awful. I don't think instant death, go back to the last checkpoint, creates fear very well. I think the robotic Chozo enemies are, like, way fucking scarier. Because those things don't just instant kill you, they just, like, beat you into fucking submission. And they're really tough, and they're really strong, and they're really scary. And the Emmys aren't scary at all, they're just annoying. So, I don't love that. I do love fighting the Emmys, I think that's super fun. There's a lot of fun suspense there. But running away from them is not fun. It's not a fun experience. And I agree that the music is kind of lackluster. It's not bad, but there's nothing memorable about the music in Dread. It's very just kind of by the books. I can't really think of any that I'm like, oh yeah, this is gonna get stuck in my head. Like, it's very middle of the road. Not bad, but nothing special. But overall, the Emmys are the things about the game that I'm like, I don't like this. Like, I do not like the Emmy sections. Oh, no problem, Theo. We're probably gonna wrap it up in a couple minutes anyway. Yeah, there were a couple of tracks in this game that I didn't like too, but there were also some that were really good. And I would say Zero Mission was similar, where there was a lot of solid tracks in there. And again, Dreads isn't bad, it's just, it's very basic? I'm trying to think of a good way of putting it that doesn't sound insulting. Because it really isn't bad, it's just, you're probably not gonna be listening to it after the fact or anything like that. Yeah, it's good atmospheric music, like it fits. Yeah, it's not gonna be something that you're gonna be like bopping to afterwards or anything like that. Yeah, I don't know how my ranking is going so far. Metroid 1's definitely at the bottom. I don't think Metroid 1 is good. I think it's a very, very, very flawed experience. I would say Metroid 2 is overall better. I had fun playing Metroid 2. Metroid 1 felt like work. I would put this above both of those, for sure. I don't know where I'd put Zero Mission, is kind of the thing. Because Zero Mission is fun, but it's also very... It's very linear. It's very... Go here, and then when you get there, they say, here's your reward. Okay, now go here. But it's still a fun time. Yeah, for sure. There's, Didn't the first Metroid actually sell really well? Isn't it like one of the highest selling Metroids or something like that? Which is kind of wild, because that game's not good. I don't know how that happened. And I'm glad that it did become a franchise, because it gets significantly better. Like, even Metroid 2 I thought was significantly better than Metroid 1. It's kind of weird, because, like, I look at other games, like the first installments, because, like, Mario 1 is super janky too, right? But I can see that there's something there. That just needed some more polish. Zelda 1's pretty janky, a lot of the enemies are total fucking assholes and unfun to fight. But you can see that there's something there. Mega Man 1 is super janky and slippery, but you can see that there's something there. I guess I can still see that in regards to Metroid, but, like, not as much. It's harder to see. What the fuck is this? I didn't know that was there. Yeah, this was a fun experience. As I said earlier, I think my, like, closing statement on this game is I do think a lot of Super Nintendo games are just, like, pretty overrated. I don't think they're as good as a lot of people work them up to be. I think this is actually quite good. I think there is a reason people are such a fan of this game. Yeah, Super Mario Brothers. So what does that do? It, like, consumes her super missiles and power bombs to heal her or something? The fuck? There's all sorts of, like, weird techniques that are, like... How are you supposed to, like, accidentally figure this stuff out? It's wild. Alright, anyway. I think it's time to get out of here. Unfortunately, I mean, it looks like I've only been streaming for an hour and a half, but that's because YouTube just decided I was done after the first 3.5 hours of the stream. So thank you all, not only for being here, but for finding your way back here after whatever happened with YouTube happened. For those that missed it, it was about the 3.5 hour mark where I looked up and my dashboard was just like, stream ended. Like, YouTube just decided the stream was over, and when I tried to reconnect with OBS, it was, like, failed to connect to server. So I think the server outright went down for, like, a minute. It was weird. I've never seen a disconnect happen quite like that. It was very peculiar. But I definitely wanted... I knew I was close enough to the end that I didn't want to save it for another night. It's been literally years since I've had, like, a part 1 and a part 2 of one episode as far as streams go. It's really strange. But, it's what it is, I guess. We actually look like we have, like, a lot of people here right now. I feel like we could probably do a raid. But do I have options? Yo, I have somebody playing Metroid Dread. It looks like they might be at the end of the game, though. I don't know if anyone's still trying to avoid spoilers on it. This really quick. Let me check and see where he is. He is not that close to the end. I think we should go see how he's doing. As we were talking earlier, Metroid Dread is super fucking good, and, I don't get the option to raid, I don't get the chance to raid very often lately. Usually when I end it's usually so late by the time I end that there's, like, both no one streaming and no one watching. So I would like to take this opportunity if we could. If you guys would come along with me. All that aside, that will be it for tonight. We will continue with the Metroid Marathon with Other M next. I don't know when I'm going to do that. I might try and finish up some other stuff first. I want to finish up Inscription. I want to get back to Castlevania Collection. So it might be a bit before we get to Other M, but that will be next whenever we do get to it. As I said, thank you guys for hanging out tonight. It was a good time. I'm glad that I decided to sit down and play this, for sure. It's wild to me that I think when I played this as a kid, I think I only got like a third of the way through it. I thought I got much further than that, but a lot of this game was completely foreign to me, which was very interesting. It's rare that when you've been gaming as long as some of us have, to find a game that is like this fresh, that you've just been like, oh, I've never experienced this before. That's kind of just a rarity at this point, so it's kind of delightful to find it. So yeah, as I said, we'll move on to Other M yet. I haven't played Other M ever, and I've never even watched anybody play it, so that'll probably be pretty fresh as well. And we'll see how I feel about it. Otherwise, I don't know if I'm going to stream tomorrow. I probably will. I'll probably get back to Inscription tomorrow, is probably the plan. But we'll see. Otherwise, we're going to go see how Zombies Go Nom is doing. As I said, he's playing Metroid Dread. He just got the cross bombs, so he's near the end of the game. If you stay tuned throughout tonight, you'll probably see him beat the game, if I had to guess. So if you're still trying to avoid spoilers and don't want to see too much about Dread, that's completely understandable. Come along anyway, say hi, and then head out before you see too much. So there's the link for that. I'll see you guys over there for that, and then I'll see you back here probably tomorrow. Probably tomorrow with Inscription, if I had to guess. So thank you again for hanging out tonight. I will see you guys next time.